Hi everybody, I've still been playing with the camera. This is the second video today, and this is on the old camera. And I wanted to show you, today was watering day, but I changed my watering schedule for just today, I hope, for now. Because I was at my black tea soak, which I know they love, but it has been extremely hot. In here, the temperature right now is 35, so that's 100 and something. It is very hot here, and yesterday afternoon it was like 140 in here, usually by 4 o'clock or so. It's very hot, and so I felt the leaves of the orchids and they felt warm. And I thought, well, you know, what do? Do I move them in the house? And then I thought, I don't think so, because even though it's hot here, our humidity's been about 60 outside and less in here, which is really good for the orchids, the humidity. Plus I have this huge, big $10 secondhand humidity machine that does a wonderful job, plus some small misters. And so it's just, the mornings aren't bad, but the late afternoon is pretty intense in the house too. So in the house we're sitting, not downstairs where Mom is, but upstairs we're sitting at 90 degrees easily. You know, we put a fan on and the swamp cooler, and we just don't move too much for a couple hours. Later in the evening, things improve. At night, we're cooling down to the 60s, which is really nice for the orchids. So I have decided to leave them out here, but I decided it was watering day and I moved them all outside, and I did that on the first video that didn't show up. There was no sound on the new camera. So I had them all out there, and I got my watering can and I put 1/4 of a teaspoon in a gallon watering can, 1/4 of a teaspoon of Kelly Magic, and 1/4 of a teaspoon of seaweed extract in my jug, and I went and watered them all, and I kept doing that till I'd been around twice doing every orchid I own. The ones, there's only 3 inside. My large orchid that's been flowering for 6 months is finally starting to lose some flowers. And the 3 new ones I got from Roehampton. Mother's Day Roehampton orchids that I got from Rosemary, they've been outside here the whole time. So I've decided to leave them out, and I decided because the orchids during this heat, I think they'll like that extra bit of calcium, magnesium. And the seaweed extract has a lot of organic nutrition, nitrogen, which they use a lot of this time of the year. So that's why I decided, because of the heat and the stress on the orchids of this weather, that in the sun we're 140 degrees easily for weeks, and apparently another week coming. So that's why I decided to do that. And when I say 1/4 of a teaspoon, I wasn't measuring, you guys. I was doing squirt, squirt. Could have been a 1/2 teaspoon. So I did that, and I'm gonna, because it's so hot, I don't want the camera to react from the heat. So I'm gonna show you the orchids, and then I want to show you 2 projects. Over here, I'll show you through the window my one project that I did with the shells, and I'll walk around later outside. And I've been working on the swing that I painted yellow, and I've done the top shade cloth. I made a cover for the seats, so I'll show you that, and we'll see if we can get this done. And I'm sorry, but let's hope this old camera is going to work, because you have no idea what I've been going through. So let me show you. Okay, I'll just try and take this out very gently. Okay, yeah, it's getting hot already, but we're sort of in the shade over here right now. And I feel the difference just walking over here. So the ones I got from Rosemary, Val Sogo Relax, she has that one flower still, even in all this heat. There we go. Where are we? There we are. Even in all this heat with another bud ready to open. And it was watering day, like I said, so the roots are looking good. And they still have a bit of moss in here, but I didn't leave a lot, but they are looking good. And this one here that it said don't cut the spike on, Fel Tetris Purple Dream. Her leaves are looking good, and that's a spike I've left on. So maybe something will happen there. And Sheriana is in the back. She has some good root growth happening, even down inside. So the ones in the glass up here, this one's a little dry, but it was when I put it in there. This was the plastic bottle experiment, and this is one of the twins, but I see that they're really, they don't seem to be suffering, but every leaf was so hot last night. And here's the basket. The humidity is helping. And this orchid has one big leaf that it's still doing pretty good, and a new one starting there, and a beautiful spike coming, because this was one of the few that did not. Most of my orchids were in flower all winter. And down on the ground, we still have some here. So this one here is the one I almost lost because of this, whatever it was. I segregated it, and I've been babying it, and I put it in the patio, and it's got a nice new leaf coming. And this is Georgia Pearl. She's got a beautiful leaf coming through all this. And these two with two in a pot, there's one nice leaf, another leaf coming. And here, these two are still growing with another leaf coming. So they're kind of funny shaped. And here, so what I'm seeing, even in the distance, I had all the ones that were, I call problems, out, but they're tucked here somewhere. And I have a dendrobium here, and the catasetum that I'm watering every second day and fertilizing when I water. Seems to be doing okay. It is hot in here, definitely. I have a fan going right here. Oh dear, this window's not open. I should open it. Hold on. Should have got open this morning, because the first video I was out here watering. Okay. Oh, I forgot to show you the project on this side. Okay, we have some boxes waiting here, but if you see here, I had purchased this seashell hanging thingamajiggy at the thrift store. I had paid $20 for it. I really loved it, but the strings were all haywire. There was shells missing, and I have reknotted all the shells, and I want to take you outside. And what it's doing is stopping our birds from hitting our window. So I do want to take you out and show you that very closely. Okay. Oh, it's nice when you get in the shade. Okay. Okay, so here it is. And it sounds nice in the wind. It kind of makes a little sound. This is the back of it. And each side, for years, I've had these wind chimes to stop the birds, but it wasn't quite enough. So this way, and I have used sinew, and I have retied every single knot so they quit sliding up and down. And all the shells have been put on with sinew and redone. So you can make one of these easily with a couple dowels and some string. if anybody's energetic. And, oh, shade. Oh, there we go. And the cymbidium gets the morning sun. And I water this every day. When I water the vegetables, the tapazon, I water these. Get some little plants there. I finally got a cucumber coming up because I just had no luck with them this year. The lettuce has been good, radishes, nothing I planted there. So let's take you over. Oh, we'll go up and look at the vegetables. So this is squash. I'm letting it crawl over this empty area. I water this once a day, and you can probably see in there. Well, it'll need water again in the morning, but we are getting tomatoes, but I'm not cutting any leaves away until the weather is cooler and the tomatoes won't burn. But they're growing tall and they're very healthy. And yes, there's tomatoes in there. They're mostly about that size, but they're coming. They're coming. Okay. And I have some melons. I don't know if we'll get any. And up here, everything is doing really well. The only plant that isn't is right here. Yeah, it just got burnt for some reason. And strawberries. I ate 2 or 3 this morning. These are kind of ever-bearing, so there's more coming. Not enough for a strawberry shortcake, but okay. Now I'll show you the jungle in the greenhouse. There, we got some clouds today. We have a forest fires in Kamloops area and also Sycamoos, which is a couple hours from here. Okay, look at the jungle. I do nothing in here but water it. We decided to just let it go and see what happens. And this is what's happening. Whether they'll produce anything, well, we will tell. We're not too worried about it. We only are usually outside till lunch, and then that's it. It's just too hot to be out here. Way too hot. That's our big peach tree ahead, and it wasn't a good spring for peaches, so no one I know is getting any on their trees this year. Okay, we're going to go up and look at the swing. And our turf on cement. Okay, so I made this seat and it matches the top, and I had planned kind of red and yellow, kind of like it. Turned out good. I'll show you from the back. They just tie so I can take off in the winter, wash it, and it's fitted in the back. So, and over here we have hascat berries and blueberries, and they will bush right out eventually. And in the gazebo, too hot this time of the day, although there is a fan. 7 o'clock at night it's nice again, but mornings is nice, but it's just unusually hot. And over here I have some of the paintings I did in the winter. A family. No fighting, please, and thank you. No, they don't fight. It's just a sign. Okay, now I'll head to the front. Give you a slow view back here. Yeah. Too hot for us oldies to be out here in the sun, and even for the camera, so we're just going to quickly go down here and back. And in the hot sun, our pathway, it warps a bit. And there is our eagle up there, if you can see him, because I can't because of the sun. Oof. Yep. Day after day after day. Other parts of the country get floods and hurricanes, and we get sun. I'm going to quickly run the camera back in the house. There you go. I hope I got them in there. Some flowers still. Okay, everybody, I'm not walking to the front because it's just too hot. And I'm going to say goodbye. God bless you all. And, yeah, bye for now.